$232 per month increase all the way up to $2,146 every single month for SSI beneficiaries, supplemental security income. I have all the details for you in this video, so let's get into it right now. But if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video, as things are changing very rapidly right now. But don't worry, I'm right here by your side every single day with all the latest details, as things are changing so incredibly fast, especially as Congress continues to work their way through all of these packages, proposals, amendments, reform, and so much more that continues happening every single day. But don't worry, my commitment to you and this community as a whole is to be here for you each and every day with all the latest details. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get right into the video. Alright, so at first glance, you probably thought all of these numbers are way too good to be true, and there is no way that this could ever happen for SSI beneficiaries. Well, not so fast. In fact, it is something that could happen. In fact, Congress is actually talking about it right here, right now, and it's something that they've been working on for a little while now. So it's something that we certainly want to focus on, simply because I do know that a lot of you right here in this community are receiving monthly benefits, whether it's from Social Security, SSDI, SSI, or VA. I'm watching all of this very, very closely right now, and we want to focus on what Congress may actually be doing according to what has been talked about and what they've actually mentioned as of recently. So in this video, like I said just a minute ago, this is specifically in reference to SSI, supplemental security income. However, if you are a Social Security beneficiary, have no fear, I do have other information that we can discuss in a separate video that talks specifically about Social Security benefits and not SSI, but this is specifically for SSI. So let's quickly talk about this, and one quick clarification: SSI is actually not Social Security. SSI is its own program that is actually administered by the Social Security Administration. I know that it's very confusing, especially when you look at the acronyms SS, you think Social Security right away, right? Well, no, that's actually not the case. So anyway, just wanted to clarify that really quickly. I know that most of you understand that, but just want to make it very clear so that we're all on the same page for all this information right here. All right, so let's talk through this one at a time here and discuss where these numbers are coming from, what's going on with this, and according to the most recent information, where we currently stand, and when is any of this actually going to happen, right? Let's get real. We need the money right away. When is this going to happen? All right, so let me try to make this as quickly as possible for you. I like to be respectful of your time, so let me buzz through this. I'll talk fast, and let's hit it. All right, so the $232 per month increase, where is this coming from? Well, right here, right now, as I record this video, in early-ish 2022, the current maximum benefit for SSI beneficiaries this year is $841. However, that is significantly below the poverty line. In accordance with some of the legislation that Congress is working on, one of the things that they want to do is raise the SSI maximum benefit up to $1,073 every single month, or the federal poverty line. Now, as of right now, the federal poverty line is that $1,073 every single month, in accordance with the actual federal poverty line of $12,880 divided out by 12 months comes out to $1,073 every single month. Does that make sense? So that is what they want to do. Now, again, they don't have it written out as a specific number, but rather they have it written out as the federal poverty line. Now, remember, the federal poverty line generally inches up a little bit each and every year. So by the time they actually get something done like this, it may actually be a few dollars higher than that. But again, I'm using the most current information that I have right now, which is the $12,880 divided by 12, which is $1,073 every single month. So that'd be pretty nice. It would actually calculate out into a $232 per month raise for all of these beneficiaries who, again, receiving the maximum benefit. So that'd be pretty nice right there. And once again, it would be very consistent with what the administration has said, as well as the president has said, as well as what some of the lawmakers have also said, which is no older adults or people with disabilities should ever need to live in poverty in America. Well, guess who draws on SSI, supplemental security income? Yep, you called it. the seniors, elderly, and those people with disabilities. Therefore, all of these individuals, unfortunately, even if you're receiving the maximum benefit, that is significantly under the poverty line by, like I said, about $232 as of right now. So that's significantly below the poverty line. So let's quickly get into some of these other numbers here and discuss where this $2,146 is actually coming from. Now, one of the other major provisions that they're working on as well is to repeal the marriage penalty. Now, I know this is a big one for a lot of you that receive SSI. I've seen the stories, I've seen the contacts, I've seen the emails, I've seen it all. Many of you reaching out saying, hey, I'm married, and this is not a fun situation. We're both qualified for SSI, or, I receive SSI, and my spouse receives SSDI, something like this, and my benefits are being reduced by about 50%, or, some percentage of a huge amount because of being married, therefore, the marriage penalty. Not a good situation, I've communicated with several of you on a personal basis, back and forth, and yeah, I see it. Well, here's the deal. SSI, the Supplemental Security Income Program, was actually first started way back in the early 70s. A lot of the provisions within this program, the SSI program, are still the original rules and regulations of the program from back in the 70s. Well, I'm sorry, the 70s were great, right? But at the same time, we've got to update a little bit, right? So the rules that were put in place 50 years ago, I'm sorry, but they should be updated. They're no longer relevant, right? So the deal is, one of the things that they want to do is remove the marriage penalty. Therefore, if that were the case, then the full benefit would be available for those individuals who are maybe married or want to become married, but yet can't do that, or what I should say is not that you can't do it, you certainly can do it, but rather you don't want to simply because your benefits will be reduced so dramatically that it's just simply not worth it. So you know what I mean? Again, I've communicated with some of you who are in this situation where, hey, I want to get married, I would love to be able to be engaged or married or whatever to somebody in a, legally binding commitment with somebody, but yet at the same time, if I do, my benefits are going to be reduced significantly, and we just can't do that right now. So it's a sad situation. Nobody should have to be put in that situation. However, by repealing the actual marriage penalty would actually result in these benefits being available for a lot more people at the maximum benefit. Therefore, if somebody is married and receiving SSI, they could still get that maximum benefit, provided other things are, of course, within line, being their income and their resources are within line, allowing them to still be eligible for SSI, and their benefits would not be offset because of those parameters. Make sense? Again, there's a lot that goes into this, but I'm talking in general terms based on everything that we know as of now. However, in the case of a married couple receiving SSI, again, I know there's a lot of you out there right here in this community. I've seen your comments down below on previous videos. Now, here's what it would come out to. $1,073, the maximum benefit as a result of these proposals that they have out there right now, where they want to raise it up to the federal poverty line, $1,073 per person, by the way, which would actually lift up to $2,146 every single month as a result of benefits being raised to the federal poverty line and the marriage penalty being repealed. That's what it would actually calculate out to. Would that be a little bit life-changing? I mean, let's be real here. I think a lot of you would probably agree that that would be life-changing, considering probably most of you are probably, if you're married and you're getting SSI right now, the maximum benefit as of right now as a married couple is $1,261 as of right now. That would raise your benefit by about, what, $900? Again, just roughly doing, not even, it'd be about $850 it would raise your benefit. Again, just doing some rough mental math here, but $850 is what it would be. That would be huge for a lot of people. In fact, that would essentially be another SSI, like full payment right on top. You know what I mean? That would be huge compared to what you're currently getting right now as a married couple. So that's where these numbers are coming from. Now, where's all of this information coming from? It's from, yes, you called it, the SSI Restoration Act. Now, let me give you a quick update on this because this is important to understand. So late in 2021, the word on the street was that they were going to be introducing and talking about the SSI Restoration Act as well as the Social Security 2100 in Congress shortly after the new year. Well, unfortunately, because the Build Back Better agenda never actually did anything at the end of the year in 2021, that also got all extended out, and now here we are in early-ish 2022 when I'm recording this video. By the way, it's early-ish February as I record this video, and since they're still working on the stimulus package, otherwise known as the Build Back Better agenda, it has delayed the progress and pushed everything out as far as whatever else they wanted to work on. This being one of them, the SSI Restoration Act and the Social Security 2100. Therefore, we got to put it on the calendar for this year, 2022. Well, it's already a very busy year. Well, this is one of the things that they've got to get done here relatively quickly, considering everything going on right now, especially the inflation situation. Again, we don't need to go down that road. I think a lot of us know about that here, and we've talked about it in previous videos, but that is a tough situation right there, and the inflation is really just eating a lot of people up right now. So time is of the essence. I think all of us could probably agree on that. And when it comes to reforming SSI, again, I think all of us can agree that reforming SSI after 50 years of all of these provisions being intact and not being reformed in any major way in about 50 years, it's about time to pull out the old computer, and start reforming these programs and actually get them up to speed, right? So anyway, remember typewriters? Oh boy, those were funny. Yeah, even when I was a kid, we had a typewriter, and that was like even before computers were really a big thing. That was so weird, right? The weird thing, one quick side note, by the way, the typewriter that we had, it was one of those things where you typed a key and it was like too late. It already put it on the paper. So it was like, if you made a typo, oh man, you just messed up the whole sheet. And you remember that? Oh, what a funny thing. That was funny, typewriters. I wonder if these are even a thing anymore, other than being antiques. I don't know. Anyway, super interesting side note. But again, I hope this lays it out for you and kind of clears it up a little bit more clearly as far as what this $232 per month benefit could be, the raise, as well as this maximum up to $2,146 every single month as a married couple receiving SSI, or the $1,073 as an individual. Now again, is this passed? No, unfortunately, not quite yet. So I just want to be very clear about this. Nothing has been passed yet, but this is something that's on the radar of Congress, and it's something that they are focusing on. So, of course, just like so many other things, we've got to continue watching it, and as we get more details, of course, I'll continue to keep you posted. Thanks again for watching this. Make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any videos going forward, as well as go back and check out any of the other 2,100 plus videos right here on the channel. And remember, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. I know it's a tough time, and I am your one and only daily advocate. Regardless of what anybody else says, that is my claim to fame, and I've been saying that for quite a while now, a couple years now. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Subscribe down below, and stay tuned as I'll be back a little bit later with another video. Enjoy.